Hello and welcome to Sportsmole's Reader Awards for the 2016-17 campaign. We're here to discuss the Championship Manager of the season. The nominees in this award were Chris Hughton, David Wagner, Jaap Stam, Neil Warnock, Nigel Clough, Rafael Benitez and Slaviša Jokanovic. Matt, anyone stand out for you there?
It's the obvious ones. Obviously, you talk about Benitez winning the title and Hughton obviously going up, the two teams that are confirmed at this stage of going up. And I think Benitez is not... They had the best team in the league. I don't think it's necessarily easy to manage Newcastle when the expectations are so high. Obviously, it's a lot of pressure. I think he's done really well. But for me, Jokanovic at Fulham's the brilliant. Signed a new deal earlier this season. Fulham scored the joint most goals in the Championship this season with Newcastle. Just fell short in the playoffs. I thought they were unfortunate over the two legs against Reading. But I said he signed a new deal. I think he's got Fulham playing the right way again. They've got a lot of young players, haven't they? Obviously, Sessegnon is the one everyone speaks about. A much coveted player, and Tom Kearney in midfield. And you think that if they'd have kept Dembele this season, obviously at Celtic scoring the amount of goals he's had, then Fulham would have had an unbelievable team going forward. And it'd be interesting to see what he does this summer, whether he can keep their best players. But yeah, Benitez as well for me. I think Benitez and Jokanovic will be up there, and Hughton obviously as well. But there's a lot of other good candidates.
Yeah, I think the thing with Benitez, I think he's fulfilled his expectation. Everyone expected them to certainly win automatic promotion straight away and probably win the Championship. He just about won the Championship, probably shouldn't have, but for me I think people who have exceeded expectations deserve a bit more of a mention than Benitez. The likes of Chris Hughton, Brighton, not many people back them to go up automatically certainly, and they should have gone up as champions as we've discussed before. 7 points clear with 3 games left. To throw that away would have been a blow, but I still think that Brighton season was sensational, beyond all expectation. Same with Huddersfield. I think David Wagner's had a fantastic impact in England since he's come, and I think he will be a much coveted manager as well. Hughton obviously has Premier League experience, so it'll be interesting to see him back in the top flight because he hasn't had the best time previously in the Premier League. But for me, he was the outstanding manager of the Championship season. You look further down the table, we've got people like Neil Warnock. He's come in, he did the same with Rotherham last season, just fantastic to keep them in the division. Cardiff, they were in the relegation zone, may even been bottom of the table when he took over, took them all the way up to mid-table, and for them to get him to sign a new contract is huge for them. They'll now be looking for a playoff season next season, when they would have been concerned about relegation this season when they were before they appointed him. So he certainly deserves a mention, and I'll be surprised to see him among the top 3 because it hasn't been the most eye-catching. You see a team like Cardiff as well, who've recently been in the Premier League, see them finishing around mid-table. It's not the most eye-catching job, but the job he did there was superb. And Nigel Clough as well at Burton deserves a mention. But for me, I think you've got to go for Hughton because he's exceeded expectations and took Brighton to the brink of the title and to the Premier League, more importantly.
Yeah, certainly. Hughton, like I say, I think him and Benitez will be up there. Top 3 will be very interesting. Jaap Stam as well at Reading. He's done a great job in. I think Jaap Stam was a favourite of mine, and Manchester United former defender, and he's come in and done a really good job, hasn't he? Could potentially get him in the Premier League. So.
Exactly. So shall we see who's got it?
Let's see. So in third position with 7% of the votes is Wagner. In second position, is Hughton with 26%. And Benitez takes it with 56% of the votes, which is it's quite substantial, that, Barney.
That is substantial. I'm surprised that is so big. Obviously, you see Newcastle top of the table. You automatically go Benitez maybe being the most impressive manager, but as I said, that's pretty much what was expected. He's fulfilled expectations, and it could be argued that he's probably fallen below expectations a little bit because people expect them to cruise to the title. Obviously the Championship is a very difficult league and rarely teams cruise to the title, but Benitez, on his part, in fairness to him, I think his decision to stay at St James's Park has been vindicated. He could have easily left after being relegated and got a much more lucrative role at a big European team. He's still got that reputation. Chose to stay at Newcastle. The fans there absolutely adore him, and with him in charge, you'd back them to stay up in the Premier League next season. Surprised he's so far ahead of the likes of Chris Hughton though.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking further down the list, Jaap Stam 5.6%, and Jokanovic on my pick down in fifth with just shy of 3%. So Warnock and Clough, it was always going to be tough for those to get up there, but top 3, like I say, Benitez is. I don't think it's that easy. I know he had the best squad, but you still have to put it all together, don't you? And you still have to make it work. So Benitez takes it.
It could well be the 3 new managers in the Premier League, that top 3, and Stam in 4th as well. So 3 of the top 4 will be in the Premier League next season. But your Championship manager of the season is Rafael Benitez.